morning, good afternoon, good evening, good morrow, whatever time of day it is for you guys. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Rosie Reads here, and today's video is my February wrap-up. So, I read 4 books this month. I read 1 non-fiction, 1 contemporary romance, 1 thriller, and 1 erotica. I read 1 2-star, 2 3-stars, and 1 5-star this month. The first book I read this month was an erotica, and that was 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James. Now, this was a 2-star from me. It's about this girl called Anna. She is a really naive college student, and she goes to this interview for her roommate, as her roommate is really ill. So she goes to do this interview with this millionaire entrepreneur as well. It is just that the sex is too much. The sex is way too much. Like, I'm not joking, there were about 40 scenes, maybe a little bit less. I'm not even over-exaggerating, but sexual-wise, sexual scenes, there were about 40 or maybe less than that in this. I wasn't really counting. Christian just seems like a control freak and a bit of a prick, to be honest, all the way through. Because he tries to control Anna and tries controlling what she does and everything. He tries to control her life pretty much. And it just pisses me off. When she agrees to what he wants her to do, she's like, yeah, sure. And then immediately after, she's just like, shit, what the fuck did I do? And the ending just really annoys me as well. Guys, Editing Rosie here. So, just wanted to say that 50 Shades, pretty much the ending, no spoilers, but basically Anna asks Christian to do something, he does it, and then she's like proper annoyed about the fact that he did what he did. Like, why? You asked him to do that. So, that's your own fault. The second book I actually listened to, and that was The Courage to Be Disliked. I cannot pronounce the author's name, so I'm not even going to try. This was really interesting. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. It was basically about this student and this psychiatrist. They kept meeting up every 2 weeks, I think. They'd go away and think about what they've spoken about. But it was basically about this student. He was worried about his friend and he hated himself for the way he was, and the psychiatrist was pretty much explaining why he is like how he is, and he brought up the fact that one of his friends had anxiety, and I related to it because his friend doesn't come out of his room unless it's for important stuff, or if it's for food, he'll come out of his room. I'm pretty much the same. But I really related to this, and it made me think about how I see myself, and it really helped me to control my self-care and my self-love. So I highly recommend this one to anybody who hates themselves or doesn't know how to look after themselves. The third book that I read, I completely loved this. I loved the characters and I loved the plot, and that is My Name is Anna by Lizzy Barber. It's about these 2 sisters, Anna and Rosie. Anna is living with her Christian mother, and she's trying to figure out who she really is and what really happened to her when she was a kid, and she's trying to figure out with her boyfriend William why she's not allowed to go to this fun fair called Astro World. She's trying to figure out who she really is in her life. Rosie lost her big sister Emily at a fun fair when she was very young. She was like 3. When they went to the fun fair, her sister wanted to go on the carousel, which was her favourite. So she went on the carousel, but turns out that she went missing. Someone took her. A woman took her. And basically Rosie is trying to figure out what happened to her sister and trying to find her. She's trying to find her. I love the ending. I am not giving any spoilers for the ending, but let's just say the ending was so wholesome and it was kind of awkward, but it was so adorable at the same time. The last book that I read, listened to, was The Man Who Didn't Call by Rosie Walsh. Now, I didn't really know what happened in this. It's basically about this woman called Sarah. She met this guy when she was younger. They spent a week together and she fell in love with him. I was a bit confused. This was a contemporary romance. So she fell in love with this guy called Eddie after a week of knowing him, and then he just disappeared, and then she went over to go see her sister. I think she went to Georgia or something to go see her sister somewhere in America. So she went to see her sister and they tried to figure out where he was, and they finally found him, and she ended up having a child to him. I don't exactly know what happens in this. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, and I was just so confused as to what was going on because I wasn't really intrigued about it. I just had it on. For my current reads. My current reads are Norse Mythology. I am currently reading Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. I am buddy reading this with my best friend Molly, and I'm nearly 90 pages through, and I am really, really enjoying this. Basically, all these little stories about the Norse gods and what happened to them and why they are the way they are, just clumped together in one little book, and I'm just really enjoying it. I'm also going to start reading We Begin at the End by Chris Whitaker. We Begin at the End is a crime thriller, so I'm really intrigued about that. It's about this prison inmate. He's come out of prison after 30 odd years, and I think it goes on about his family. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't started this one yet, but I'm going to be starting this. That's all I have for you guys today. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment below a flower, because I am on one of Freya's stories. So comment below a flower, and I shall see you soon in the next video. Stay luscious, guys. Bye. Editing Rosie here. I just wanted to say that March may not have a wrap-up. I may not do wrap-ups for quite a while, as I'm thinking about doing a recent reads video. So stay tuned for that. Okay. Bye.